Good morning, students. Today we'll trace one of the most important events in the history of modern India, the foundation of the Indian National Congress, or the INC, in 1885. This was not just the birth of an organization, it was the birth of India's organized national movement. Through this lesson, we'll understand why it was formed, who formed it, and how it became the platform that eventually led India to freedom. By the late 19th century, political consciousness was spreading across India. Educated Indians were no longer content to remain silent. Local associations like the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, the Bombay Presidency Association, and the Indian Association in Calcutta had already started demanding reforms. But these groups worked separately and lacked coordination. A need was felt for one united all India political organization, and that's how the idea of the Indian National Congress took root. These early political associations laid the groundwork for national unity. The Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, led by Mahadev Govind Ranade, focused on social and political reforms. Surendranath Banerjee's Indian Association worked for the rights of educated Indians. The Bombay Presidency Association and Madras Mahajan Sabha represented similar efforts in other regions. Though regional, they all shared a common dream, the political awakening of India. By 1880, it became clear that scattered local associations were not enough. The problems faced by Indians, racial discrimination, exclusion from government jobs, and economic drain, were national problems. Educated Indians began to think beyond their provinces. They wanted one national platform to present their demands and unite the voices of all Indians. The initiative came from an unexpected figure, Alan Octavian Hume, a retired British officer. Hume believed that giving educated Indians a peaceful outlet for their political frustrations would prevent violence. He called this the safety valve theory. But many historians argue that Indian leaders themselves were equally eager to form such a body. Hume's role was that of an organizer, coordinating between British officials and Indian reformers to make the Congress a reality. The safety valve theory suggests that Hume wanted the INC to function as a safety valve to release the growing political discontent among Indians peacefully. However, many scholars like Lala Lajpat Rai and R.C. Majumdar emphasize that the Congress was not just a British creation, it was born from genuine Indian aspirations for unity and self-government. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held in December 1885 at Gokuldas Taipal Sanskrit College in Bombay. It was presided over by Womesh Chandra Banerjee, a distinguished lawyer from Calcutta. Only 72 delegates attended this historic meeting, but it represented the start of something monumental. For the first time, Indians from all regions, religions, and languages came together on one platform to discuss national issues. The Congress was not radical in its early years. Its aims were modest and constitutional. It wanted to create unity among Indians, provide a forum for discussion, and present reforms to the government in a loyal and respectful way. The leaders believed that if they appealed to the British sense of justice, their grievances would be heard. These early leaders were men of vision and intellect. Dadabhai Naoroji, the grand old man of India, analyzed the economic exploitation under British rule. Surendranath Banerjee was a gifted orator who spread political awareness across India. Gopal Krishna Gokhale believed in moral and gradual reform, while Ferozeshah Mehta worked for civic improvements in Bombay. They represented the educated elite of India, the first generation of leaders who awakened the nation's conscience. In its early years, the Congress was cautious. The leaders remained loyal to the British Crown and trusted in British fairness. They avoided confrontation and focused on petitions, resolutions, and discussions. Their approach was moderate, but it played a crucial educational role. It trained Indians in the art of politics and debate. The early Congress achieved much more than it's often credited for. It united Indians under one political identity through speeches, writings, and petitions. It exposed the injustice and exploitation of British rule. It laid the moral, political, and intellectual foundation for India's freedom movement. However, the early Congress had its critics. Many felt it was too soft and too dependent on the goodwill of the British. Its activities were confined mainly to educated Indians in cities, leaving out peasants and workers. But remember, every great movement begins with small steps. The Congress was still learning, and its evolution was yet to come. The foundation of the Indian National Congress marked the dawn of organized political activity in India. For the first time, Indians realized the power of unity and collective action. From this humble beginning in 1885, the Congress grew to lead India's long and heroic struggle for independence. To summarize, the formation of the Indian National Congress was a milestone in India's history. It represented the unity of purpose among Indians and the beginning of political self awareness. It started with moderate aims but eventually evolved into the mighty movement that won India her independence. In conclusion, students, the Congress was not just a political body. It was the first spark of India's awakening. Its founders may not have demanded freedom outright, but they planted the seed of nationalism in the hearts of millions. And from that seed grew the mighty tree of India's independence. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for more videos.